Hi, my name is Kira Regan, and today I'm going to be leading you through a little sequence that is featuring the single leg knee stretch. So this sequence is lower body dominant. We are really focusing on the lunge exercise, but making it more challenging by having our hands off of the bar, moving our upper body around while finding that stability from the waistline and below. I hope that you enjoy. All right, so let's get started with our setup. So I have one red and one blue spring currently, but you can choose to do just one red or two reds if you are feeling really strong in your quadricep muscles today. So the foot bar's position is one hole shy of the top. So I'm not all the way lifted to vertical. I am just in this high position here. So let's get started with our foot position. Let's bring the right foot up against the closest shoulder block to you. The heel is up, you're in your high heel position with the ball of the foot on the carriage. The standing supporting leg is going to be back, so you might want to just hop it back a little bit so that you are behind that right knee. It's kind of like a 4, the number 4. You don't want to be too far forward. So if we're back a little bit, we have more progressive spring tension when we press the carriage back and more work, which is good. So from here, I just want us to take our hands onto our hips, just like this, and make sure that we're not torquing the pelvis, we're not moving it into a rotation, nor are we hiking one of our hips up higher or lower than the other one. So the hips should be shining like headlights directly in front of you for this whole entire series. All right, so from there, let's just hinge from the hips, keeping a soft bend in that stabilizing knee, so you're not locking out the joints. And then take your hands onto the foot bar, not wrapping the thumbs around. Try your best to keep them on top of the foot bar. Soft bend in the elbows. Take a deep inhale in through the nose, and then exhale, press the carriage back. So we're gonna do quite a few of these, about 10, but slow and controlled. So you can do this for more strength and power focused, but today we're really focusing on our alignment. So exhale through the mouth as you press the carriage back, keeping that length in your spine from the crown of the head all the way to your tailbone, and lengthening but not locking that back leg. So we're not pressing so far that we extend or hyperextend at the knee. And Pilates instructors really can't count. So when I said 10, I meant 10-ish. So we're gonna go for 2 more and say that's 10. Using that exhale to press back. And then slowly bringing the carriage in without going into the bumper too loudly. All right, so we're gonna adjust now and do a variation on our single leg knee stretch, but no hands. So we're taking the hands off of the foot bar, which means we need to adjust our spring tension. I'm taking mine down to just one red, but you can do one blue if that is a little bit too hard. Your body will tell you, if you're on one red and you can't press the carriage back all the way, and you feel like you're gonna topple over, then we're gonna adjust down to a blue spring. So make sure your headlights, your hips are shining forwards again. Standing up nice and tall, we're just gonna take a little adjustment step with that stabilizing left foot. So walking forward until your knees are roughly level with each other from side to side. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to step forward a little bit, and your toes are not turned out. They are directly forward, just like your hips. Hands are going to come onto the hip bones. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, bend into that left knee, pressing the carriage back, lengthening but not locking at the knee, and then staying low. That's the hard part. We're going to bring the carriage in and press it back out. Using that exhale to press back, inhale to come in. And 3 more. 2. And last one. Let's take a little break. So bring the carriage in. You can step your foot down, shake it out if you need to. So we're only gonna do 5 of the next few variations because they're a little bit more intense. We're adding some movement in the upper body, but trying to keep our lower body facing forward, just like I mentioned before. So that's going to add an increased challenge for our balance because our eyes and our head position have so much to do with our balance, and we're taking that and making it a little bit harder. So the same setup, your foot is back on that shoulder block. Make sure that your left leg is in line with the right knee, so they're level. And now we're going to go into an arm reach. So staying low, reaching the arms up, and then sweeping them back behind the hips. This one's a little easier. The next 2 variations are going to challenge that balance a little more. 2, we've got 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. You can reverse the breathing, exhale back. Inhale in. Whatever works best for you, last one. All right, let's stand up real quick, shake those hips out. So our next variation, we're going to take our hands and make a little hammock to support the weight of your head. So you're making an interlaced finger connection like this, taking that to the back of your skull, and the elbows are in your peripheral vision. We're going to only do 5 of these. So very slowly, press the carriage back, bending into that left knee. And once you get back, take an inhale and rotate to the left, just with the upper body. Square your body back forward and then stand all the way up. So 4 more, going really slowly, exhaling back. Pausing here, finding your stability, taking an inhale and rotating your torso, that upper body to the left, bringing it back forward, and then standing up. And 3 more. We're not doing many, but you don't need to for these. Twist. Squaring your torso forward and lifting nice and tall. And 2 more, so pressing back on that exhale. Inhaling and rotating to the left. Exhale back in and inhale nice and tall. And last one, almost done with this. Pressing it back, exhale. Inhale, rotate to the left. Exhale back in. And inhale nice and tall. All right, if you need a little break, you can take that foot off. Otherwise, we're going to go right into the running man or running woman, running in place, whatever you want to call it. So same setup. We're staying very low this time, not standing up in between. Hands are going to be right in front of you like you're about to catch a football or something. You're just guarding your chest right here. So starting squaring forward, we're only doing 5 of these again. We'll go back on an exhale. But as you press back, you're simultaneously rotating to the left. And then as that right knee comes in, as the carriage comes in, you rotate the other direction. Inhaling there, and exhale as you press back. Slow and controlled. Inhale as you come in, counter rotation. That's 2. We've got 3 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, counter twist. And 2 more. Ooh, feeling a little wobbly. If you need a reset, you can. We have 1 more. Exhale and twist. Slowly moving with control. Inhaling to come back in. Ooh, I'm really feeling it in the left glutes. So you're gonna feel it in your quads, the glutes, everywhere in that hip area. Before we go to the other side, let's take a nice stretch. So you can come down to your knee, that right knee. Bring your hands back onto the foot bar and just shuffle that left foot slightly forward so it's closer to the front of the frame of your reformer. All right, nice open chest. We're going to sit back into that knee bend, making sure that the knee is over your ankle on that front foot. So keeping the knee stacked over the ankle. Don't let the pelvis rotate. Try to square the hips forward yet again. And let's just lightly pull the shoulder blades back to find an opening chest expansion. Nice stretch in the front of the body. Maybe closing your eyes and just catching your breath, taking a few deep grounding breaths in through the nose and out through your mouth. Optional, you can take that right arm and reach it up to the ceiling, and then gently go into a tiny little side bend. It's very small, hardly noticeable. Side bending slightly over to the left, and that will help to open up the front of that right hip a little bit more. Let's return that arm back down, bringing the hands to the foot bar. Take one more big breath in. And on your exhale, slide that carriage back in home to the stopper right there. All right, good job. We finished one side. So let's just walk around to the other side of the reformer. And we're going to repeat all of that. So starting with adding the blue back on, if that's what you had for our single leg knee stretch with the hands on the bar. Otherwise, go to whatever spring load you had for that one. We bring the left foot up against the shoulder block, and then hop that right foot back so that you can find that 4 shape with your leg. So the leg is slightly back behind that left knee, just about right here. I'm already falling over. All right, so one other thing to think about when we're doing balancing is really press through the entire ball of your foot here. So when we lose our balance, we tend to roll to the pinky side, really press into the big toe. All right, let's bring our hands to the foot bar. Nice line from the crown of the head to your tailbone. Inhale to begin, and we're doing 10-ish of these. Exhale to lengthen the leg back, send the carriage away. Inhale, it comes in with control. 2. 5, halfway. 2 more, keeping that soft bend in that right knee. Shoulders relaxed. All right, so take off your blue spring. We're gonna go to that lighter load because we don't have our hands now for support. So remember, we have to take that little hop forward now so that our knees are roughly level with each other side to side. Okay, hands come onto the hips. We're doing about 10 of these first ones. So inhale, grow nice and tall. And exhale, bend into that right knee. Slowly send the carriage back, lengthening without locking out that knee. And then bring it in on your inhale. Exhale back. Halfway. Your gaze is in front of you. Your neck is in line with your spine. And one more, push the carriage all the way back. Inhale, bring it in. And let's just reset. If you need to shake anything out, I understand. It's a lot of lunging that we're doing today. So when you're ready, let's come back. Next variation, we're doing our arms, our arm reach. So starting here with the arms beside you, we're going to come down. And then as we come up, we reach our arms back. So exhale, as you press the carriage back, sweep the arms like a big picture frame around your head, and then reach them back behind you. And once more. Slowly coming up. We're going to reset for the next variation, which is the hands interlaced like this at the fingers, back behind the head for support. And we're just adding a little rotation. So only 5 of these. We're going to take a big inhale, grow nice and tall. And on your exhale, press the carriage back. Inhale, twist to the right, really slowly. Exhale, come back forward, and inhale, stand nice and tall. Very nice. 4 more. Exhaling back. Inhale, little twist to the right. Exhale forward. Inhale, nice and tall. And 3 more. Really connecting to that breath. Two more. Exhale back. Find that stability in your lower body as you twist. And almost done. This is our last one here, pressing the carriage back. Inhale, rotation. And exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Ooh, I'm really feeling it in the calf on this side. So we only have one more. It's our running man. So arms are in front of you. Starting here, squaring everything forward. And inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you simultaneously rotate the upper body as the lower body presses the carriage back. Exhale. Inhale, counter twist over to the left as the carriage comes in. Stay low, that's the hard part. Don't let the legs straighten as you come up. And inhale, counter twist. Exhale, back and twist. 3. And 2 more. Almost there. And last one. All right, we're done with that. We're just gonna go into our little lunge stretch. So bringing the hands back to the foot bar, hopping your right foot forward, knee is on the carriage. Let's open our chest, press the carriage back, and make sure the hips are squared forward. You're not rotating the pelvis. Pulling the shoulder blades back a little bit, and looking straight ahead of you. Just being mindful of the position of your knee, making sure that it is still over your ankle. Maybe closing those eyes. Just finding a little moment to relax. Trying to slow down your breathing. I know balancing work can be pretty intense, very fatiguing in a different way. Let's take that left arm, reach it up to the ceiling, towards the sky, and then tiny side bend over to the right. One more deep breath in. And exhale, let that hand float down to the foot bar and gracefully bring that carriage all the way back in. Step to the side of your reformer, shake those legs out. We made it to the end. We're just gonna take one standing roll down. So hip distance apart with your feet. Inhale, float the arms up towards the ceiling. And slowly exhale, nod your chin toward your chest. Keep your hips stacked over your ankles. And slowly roll down one vertebra at a time until your fingers graze the ground. You can bend the knees if you need to get there. Let the head completely relax. Take one more big inhale. And then on your exhale, start to tuck your tailbone underneath you like you are a scared dog hiding your tail. Roll up really slowly, allowing the head to stack and the shoulders to relax. And we are all done. Thank you so much for joining this balanced body class.